Peace, 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 peace. I am still today. I am introspective. I am feeling. I'm a bit sensitive. I am as usual, I'm joyous. As usual, I am happy. Yet today I feel a bit quiet. I haven't been on social media. I haven't talked to anyone today. A couple of texts. But I haven't used my voice a lot today so far. And I feel quiet. And I don't want to whisper, but I also don't want to yell. How do you feel? How do you feel on this beautiful, blessed day? How was your week? Did you encounter any new parts of you this week? Did you seek to strengthen your faith? Did you seek to deepen your roots with your family? Did you seek to broaden your reach in your community? Did you seek to know better who you are? Did you seek to express better your truth? Just curious. Just want to know. Oh, Almighty Creator, I feel so very blessed in this moment to be alive, to be in community, to be in love. I feel so very blessed, and I thank you, Almighty Creator. I thank you for this moment and for every moment that has come to this moment and for every moment that will grow from this moment. I thank you. This space, I pray, is a service. I pray that by making these videos, I am serving some part of you in a way that you are not being served by others. Even if the service is that I am holding space for you to feel freedom in this moment, for you to let go of what's happening in your world, for you to focus, bring your attention, take your attention away from what's happening in the world. If this moment, these moments that we have together, if all it brings you is a moment of peace and quiet, then I feel I've done my job. I am very grateful for you, the listener, the watcher, the viewer. I'm very grateful, and I thank you for joining me today. What has been steady on my heart and spirit this week, and for a very long time, but this week in particular, is for us to gain an understanding of where we stand. I respect you. I honor the spirit in you. I honor your humanity. And I pray that you reflect that back to me. If there is any human being in the world for whom you do not honor their humanity, for whom you do not honor the spirit in them, for whom you do not respect the soul, then it's time to do some work within. There are human beings in the world who have lost their way. There are human beings in the world who have decided consciously to live a life that does not respect or honor the spirit, the soul, or the humanity of another human being. This should not prevent you from respecting the soul, honoring the spirit, and honoring the humanity in them. We began the year with a loss, with funeralizing a loss that happened at the end of last year. We continued January with an abundance of celebration of birthdays. So many of my family members are born in January. And we continued into February, starting the year with some more birthdays. Starting the month with some more birthdays. The way life works is not a constant of anything. It's not a constant of pain. It's not a constant of pleasure. It's not a constant of celebration. It's not a constant of mourning. It's a constant of cycles. We live in a world that would want us, some of us, to constantly and permanently be oppressed, be depressed, be subjugated. And it is only our responsibility. It's no one else's responsibility. It is our responsibility to uplift ourselves. It's no one else's responsibility to give back what was taken. It's our responsibility to demand it, to take it back for ourselves, to work from within and from without to bring about the critical mass that is needed to change ourselves, to change the world. So I was given and giving. I was given and I am giving encouragement, inspiration prayerfully, motivation prayerfully, for you to look at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, do you respect your soul, your unique and divine individual self? Do you respect your spirit, the spirit self that was given to you by God, that you share with all living beings? Do you respect and honor your spirit? Do you respect and honor your humanity? Because if you do, then you will take every step possible to bring yourself to the critical mass, to that 80-20, to the critical mass that makes the change. And as we all work on bringing ourselves individually to that critical mass, we also must work. We live in a duality. We live a spiritual life. We live a human life. And we live both in the world and we live in our own world. But we have to be able to navigate on different planes. And it may seem like a lot of work, but that's what you are built for. So as you start to grow and build up to bring about this critical mass of change within you, where you are working so much on yourself that you start to flow, where you are working so much on yourself that you start to accept, you start to let go, you start to fulfill. We also have to look out into the world and say, where can my light shine? Where can I be of service? What is happening in the world that needs me? And how do I serve that need? We look out into the world and we see a reality that we don't necessarily agree with. We see a reality that suppresses us. We see a reality that demands that we be a part of something that is incongruent with who we are, incongruent with our soul, incongruent with our spirit, incongruent with our humanity. But if we take in what is happening in the world and we internalize it, this little fly's getting on my nerves. We internalize it and we turn it back on someone else. If we take the pain that we grew up with as children and turn it out into the world onto others, if we take the pain that we as a group have experienced in society, and then we turn it back on another group of people, then we're just as bad as the oppressor. We're just as bad as those who subjugate us. We're just as bad. When the oppressed become the oppressor, we have lost. So I implore you that as you walk on your journey of self-discovery, and the journey of self-discovery will reveal things that make you angry, that you do not internalize your pain, that you deal with your pain, whether you go get therapy, whether you learn to meditate, whether you learn a martial art or a sport to release the anger or the pain that you have. You have to deal with it to prevent yourself from imparting it on others. So I respect your soul. I honor your spirit. And I honor your humanity. I see in the world a lot of transitioning from the body at the hands of oppressive forces in the name of righteousness, at the hands of people who were once oppressed themselves. I honor the children. I honor the women. I honor the men. I honor the civilians. I honor their spirit. I honor their humanity. I honor and respect their soul. The civilians who have been snuffed out of their world. There has to be a critical mass that we decide as people that we will not take. And that goes on every level of existence. Our internal, we will no longer accept certain things from ourselves. We will no longer accept, dismissive behaviors from ourselves. We will no longer accept procrastination. We will no longer accept anger. We will no longer accept, anger is a tricky one. We'll talk about that another time. Anger can be used to motivate, but you can also dwell in the anger so much that it becomes a callus, it becomes a disease. We need to reach a critical mass within ourselves to find the courage to change, the courage to be better, the courage to let go of the past, the courage to let go of the system, the courage to let go of the way of life that we've been taught that we need to live. So that we can be a light for others. Tell me, where in the world do you need to reach a critical mass of change within you? Where in your world do you need to reach a critical mass of change within you? Compassion. Do you need to be more compassionate? Do you need to have more empathy? Do you need to be more organized? Do you need to be more disciplined? Let's work on it together. And let's shine a light on the world together. Let's reach a critical mass within ourselves, and let's reach a critical mass outside of ourselves as community, as family, as citizens of the world. This day gonna fly. That's my time. That's my time with you today. The year started with faith, family, and community. The year started with funeralizing loss. But the year continued with celebration of life. Celebration of life. But now it's time to do the work. Now it's time to reach our goals. Now it's time to elevate. It's time to grow. It's time to focus. It's time to get it. What are you working on? Let me know in the comments below. Please share with a friend. I love you. Peace.